Michael and I started talking sort of in the early months of that spring lockdown and having conversations about what we were thinking about.
Sarah Jessica Parker is an American actress, model, singer, and producer. She's known for her role as Carrie Bradshaw in the HBO television series Sex and the City, for which she won 2 Emmy Awards, 4 Golden Globe Awards for Best Actress in a Comedy Series, and 3 Screen Actors Guild Awards. The character was widely popular during the airing of the series and was later recognized as one of the greatest female characters in American television. She's the recipient of numerous accolades, including 6 Golden Globe Awards and 2 Primetime Emmy Awards. Time magazine named her one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2022.
The endeavor is much more complicated. Of course, we had to reach out to Cynthia and Kristen and Chris and Willie and Mario and then talk about how that family would grow.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. Her full name is Sarah Jessica Parker, but she's also known as Sarah. She was born March 25, 1965 in Nelsonville, Ohio, USA, making her 57 at the time of this production. She stands 1.6 meters or 5 feet 2 inches tall. She loves reading, knitting, and walking. Her favorite color is peacock blue. Her favorite snow day activity is making hot chocolate the old-fashioned way with Hershey's cocoa powder and/or making my grandmother's secret Girl Scout chili. Despite playing the lead in a TV series about sexual relationships, Sarah Jessica Parker has always had a no nudity clause in her contract. She has never done nude scenes in anything she's ever done and always is careful to take work that does not embarrass any of her family members. She admits to being quite prudish and clean-living. Even as a teenager, she never rebelled and was very straight-laced. She once went to a party and was so shocked by the amount of alcohol that was there that she made her father take her straight home. She was named one of E's top 20 entertainers of 2001. Many gambling and betting establishments actually stopped accepting some bets on Sarah Jessica Parker for the 56th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards because she was so widely predicted to walk away with an Emmy, and she did. She's a member of the Hollywood Women's Political Committee. She was named the unsexiest woman alive by Maxim magazine in 2007. Once, live on air, she called up the radio show Opie and Anthony and called them out for their heavy criticism of her and her appearance at the 2000 MTV Movie Awards. She's close friends with actor Willie Garson. Parker was in a relationship with actor Robert Downey Jr. from 1984 to 1991. Sarah's been married to Matthew Broderick since 1997. They have 3 children together.
And we had Michael Patrick King, and then eventually an extraordinary writing room and an extraordinary group of new people who were willing to join us.
Being the 4th of 8 siblings, Parker was raised in relative poverty following the divorce of her mother, an elementary school teacher, and her father, an aspiring writer. In such surroundings, Parker started to train as both a dancer and singer. Soon, she was bringing home paychecks from a young age. Parker was only 8 years old when she landed her first TV show in 1976. After the young fledgling actress won her first Broadway role in The Innocents, her family moved to New Jersey to encourage her career. She made her first major film appearances in 1984's Footloose and Firstborn. Her other film roles include L.A. Story, Honeymoon in Vegas, Hocus Pocus, Ed Wood, and The First Wives Club. Sarah Jessica Parker's major success was starring in the cultural phenomenon that is Sex and the City. This cult role, which among other things made her fabulously wealthy, was reprised by who else but Parker herself in the 2008 feature film based on the show, Sex and the City the Movie, and in its sequel, Sex and the City 2, which opened on May 26, 2010. Meanwhile, she launched her own fashion line, Bitten, on June 7, 2007, in partnership with discount clothing chain Steve & Barry's. The line could be found exclusively at Steve & Barry's, featuring clothing items and accessories under $20. What's more, Sarah Jessica Parker's been designing clothes with Halston, and she has a line of best-selling fragrances, including NYC, which brought in $18 million in 2010. She's also appeared in many other films, including the recent ones Celebrity, Married and Cheating, and Escape from Planet Earth. In 2012, Parker returned to television for the first time since Sex and the City, portraying Isabel Wright in 3 episodes of the Fox series Glee. In 2018, Parker headlined and produced the independent drama Here and Now, playing a New York City singer who gets a life-changing medical diagnosis. In February 2020, Parker and her husband, Matthew Broderick, starred in a revival of Neil Simon's Plaza Suite at Boston's Colonial Theater for 2 weeks. And just like that, the Sex and the City reboot was confirmed by HBO Max in January 2021. The first series premiered on December 9th, 2021.
Michael and I talked about an idea for an actor. It seemed a big dream, and they all kept saying yes.
Sarah holds the record for the highest per-episode salary in television history. She set the record after receiving a pay raise prior to the 4th season in 2001, which also gave her a producer credit. Thanks to this deal, for the final 3 seasons of the show, which aired between 2001 and 2004, Sarah earned $3.2 million per episode. She filmed 46 episodes over that period, which equates to $147 million in those 3 seasons alone. After adjusting for inflation, she earned essentially $4.333 million per episode, which is $182 million for the final 3 seasons. For 2021's 10-episode revival, and just like that, Sarah earned $1 million per episode. Since 2005, she's run her own production company, Pretty Matches, which has been creating content for HBO and other channels. She has a net worth of $200 million. That's a combined net worth with her longtime husband, fellow actor Matthew Broderick. In March 2011, Sarah and Matthew spent $18.995 million on a townhouse in New York City. They proceeded to spend millions renovating the property before listing it for $24.99 million in 2012. They were forced to sell for just $18.25 million, swallowing a multi-million-dollar loss after their renovation expenses were taken into account. In 2016, Sarah and Matthew spent a whopping $34.5 million on 2 side-by-side New York City townhouses. They combined the property into one brand-new mansion with 14,000 square feet of living space, 2,100 square feet of outdoor space, and 50 feet of street frontage. While they were finishing up their ambitious property development project in New York, they lived in a nearby townhouse that they purchased way back in 2000 for $2.995 million. They also renovated this property. They lived in this home for much of the 2 decades between 2000 and 2002. In January of 2020, the couple listed this townhouse for sale for $19 million. It took exactly a year to finally offload. They ultimately accepted $15 million. They also own 2 modest homes in the Hamptons, which were acquired in 2006 for a total of $6.6 million. Broderick and Parker also reportedly own property in a part of Ireland where Matthew spent his summers as a child. She owns the following cars: a Mercedes E-Class Cabriolet, a Lexus RX, a Ford Country Squire, a Toyota Prius, A Mini Cooper S convertible.